Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for an 11:30 update on a first appearance that is going to be happening here shortly in Onslow County. There has been, again, updates to the story that we brought to you yesterday, but on Sunday at around 1:30 p.m., Onslow County deputies went to a 911 call for a person who was shot in the intersection of Burgaw Highway and Hawley Shelter Road. Now, the man that was accused in that shooting is this man you're seeing on your screen, James Wells. Now, he will be having his first appearance in court. We have got our reporter Stephen Glover on standby in the court, and we'll bring you those proceedings as they happen. It does look like we are actually seeing the judge enter the building, so we will bring that to you as we speak.
Yes, oh yes, this Honorable North Carolina Criminal District Court in and for the County of Onslow is now open for the dispatch of business. God save the state, this Honorable Court, the Honorable James Walter Bateman III, Judge presiding. Please be seated and come to order.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. Good morning, report. Good morning, sir. My understanding is we have one first appearance where the person is present here that we're not going to do. It's in custody but present.
Yes, Your Honor, he is present.
All right. We can bring him in.
For Jim.
We have 17 in custody. Are you Mr. Wells?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Wells, you're here this morning for a felony first appearance and bond set. That's all we're here to do is consider the terms and conditions of your release and advise you about an attorney. Do you understand as we go through this proceeding, you have the right to remain silent. If you choose to make any statements, those statements could be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir, it appears from the information I have that you have been charged with one count of second-degree murder. Have you received a copy of the warrant or other charging document in this matter?
Yes, sir.
Sir, as you go through the court system dealing with this charge, you have important legal rights, and those rights may be waived unless you assert them in a timely and proper fashion, and a lawyer may be able to assist you in not only advising you about those rights, but also acting on your behalf. Okay? You have a few different options as it relates to an attorney. You can hire your own attorney. If you would like the assistance of an attorney but don't believe you can afford to hire one, you can be considered by this court for court-appointed counsel. You have the third option of waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself going forward in this matter. With those three options in mind, sir, what do you think you want to do about an attorney?
Say like court-appointed.
Okay. Okay, I'll talk to you about that a little bit more in more detail here in just a moment. But before I do that, I'm going to consider the terms and conditions of your release. In just a moment, I'm going to hear from the district attorney here that's seated in the courtroom with us. He's going to tell me a little bit about the allegations that are contained on the charging document you were served with, and he may give me some other information that he thinks is relevant in for the court to consider in setting.
Yes, Your Honor. On the date in question, the defendant, while riding on a highway in a motor vehicle, stopped and had a verbal altercation with another motorist on a motorcycle. During the verbal altercation, James Lewis produced a firearm and shot the victim with one single shot. In regard to pending, we have no pending charges. All prior convictions are traffic police.
Okay. All right. Sir, I'd rather you not speak because you do have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you, as I advised you earlier. I would ask probably that you save any thing you have to say to talk to the attorney that I point to you. But I'm going to go ahead and set a bond for you. It looks like the guidelines amount attorney on the list. I don't know who that person is. Who? Okay. I'm gonna appoint an attorney to represent you, sir. That attorney is, going to be Paul Castle. You can talk to him about this bond and any other issues related to your case. We will notify him today of his assignment to your matter. We will let him know that you were in custody so he knows where to make contact with you. And if you'll make sure, we should have one of Mr. Castle's cards. We'll get you Mr. Castle's card with his contact information so that you have that. Do you have any questions for me, sir? Okay. Anything else from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Okay. Oh, I want a condition on that bond that he not possess any firearms. Those cases. All right, thank you.
And as you heard, that was the judge giving James Wells a $500,000 bond and a court-appointed attorney. Now, again, just to bring you up to speed on that case, we'll give you kind of the breakdown of what we know so far. And that is, again, at around Sunday, 1:30. Deputies went to a 911 call for a person reported shot in the intersection of Burga Highway and Holly Shelter Road. When deputies arrived, they found 31-year-old Dylan Rasmussen with a gunshot wound. Now, he was taken to the Naval Medical Center, Camp Lejeune, for treatment. Unfortunately, he later died from his injuries. Now, deputies say they soon identified a possible suspect and a vehicle. With help from the Pender County Sheriff's Office, along with the North Carolina State Highway Patrol, authorities arrested 43-year-old James Wells, who, again, you just saw in court there. Now, warrants obtained by WITN say that Wells was driving on the highway and he stopped, had an argument with Rasmussen, who was on a motorcycle, and during that argument, Wells pulled out a gun and shot Rasmussen once in the chest, according to warrants. Now, Wells has been charged with second-degree murder and was booked again in the Onslow County Detention Center without bond. But we now know, again, through the judge that James Wells is now facing a $500,000 bond, and again, we'll be discussing that with his court-appointed attorney. We will have more on this as details become available, but for now, that's all we have time for. We will be back at the top of the hour with more news and weather updates. Until then, hopefully you all have a wonderful Monday.